Hi, welcome back, guys. This is a tutorial for HTML video tutorials where we are still going to be discussing about styling a web page through CSS, which is called um, cascading style sheet. Now, in my previous tutorial, we were discussing about we discussed the inline style and and um, internal style sheet, and in this one we are going to be discussing about a lot of things, and the first one is going to be we are going to be discussing about is external styling or external CSS. External style sheet are ideal when the style is applied to many pages. If we have many web pages, now we can apply one single style sheet. You can write a single style sheet, now save it somewhere, probably in your CSS folder, in your web folder, inside your web folder, and you link it with every pages that we have. If you have up to 20 pages, you can link it up with that single style, and all the styling will be applied to all those pages. Okay, with the external style sheet, you can change the look of the entire website by changing just one file. Okay, external style sheet are defined in an external CSS file, and then link to the head section of the HTML page, and that's what we are going to be doing right now. So let's copy this. Let's copy this and save it in this external style sheet. Now let's view our website, our web page. Now you're gonna see all the style will be gone. Whoa, it has, all of them is vanished, has vanished. Okay, now let's try to link it up. Let's try to link this HTML file up with this CSS file. Now you can see that this this style, I created this style sheet, and it's here in the same folder with our HTML document, our HTML file. So now we have this index, this one, index. You see, user can go for love desktop. It's my desktop, YouTube folder, then index.html. So it's in the same folder. So we have this picture here. We have notepad.html. In our first video or our second video, I created this file. Okay. Now this CSS is still there. Is also there in the same folder. Okay. All right. Now, how are we gonna link that up? Now, the first thing you're gonna be doing is just as simple as this. Now, it's gonna come in the head section between the two head tags. Now, the first thing you're gonna write is just link rel is equal to the attribute for this link is style sheets. It's trying to tell the browser that the style we are trying to link up is a style sheet. The document we are trying to link up is a style sheet. Okay. Now the location of the file location, and the name of the file is, the location of the file name is styles.css. You can see this is it, styles.css. It's just as simple as this. Now this is a link. You're trying to link to an external file. Now this what this means is, what type of file are we going to link up? That's relationship between, okay, what's the files, what's the type of a file, which type of file it means. Yeah, that's just it, which type of file. Now it's a style sheet. Now this is the location. Which location is it? href. Now when we talked about links in my previous tutorials, we talked about something like this. A is equal to, now here we added the link to the website, the web page, the address here. So now this is just like where the file is located. Now the file is located at in the same folder where our index, that's our HTML file, is. So Now as we go further, we are going to discuss how we can. This is not ideal in saving. This is not the ideal way of saving a CSS file. Normally we're supposed to create a folder and name that folder CSS. Okay, and inside that CSS we now put this. Okay, now the only file that is permitted to be here are just our HTML files. Okay, alright, so now this is it. We've linked it up now in the head section. Now we are going to save that and try to open that in the browser and see if it's going to open. Let's bring this here. Styles.css. Wow, something is wrong. Styles.css. Something is wrong. Stylesheet. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pause this video and check out what's the problem now. Then I'm gonna get back to you guys. Okay. All right, guys. I don't know what really happened anyway, but immediately I paused the video and checked it out. I had to just whatever. The thing came back. Probably maybe I don't know, but this is just how it's supposed to be. Okay, this is just it. Okay, let me remove it and put it back and see what's gonna happen. Now let's check this. Remember, I copied this style, the internal style sheet, and paste it on the CSS file, and everything is just like that. Okay, now I've pasted this. Let me view it in the browser and see what's gonna happen. Wow, it's cool. Anyway, as you can see that there's no difference with what I did actually. So let me take this to where it was. Anyhow you keep it, it's gonna really work. So this is just an attribute. What type of file is it? It's a style sheet, and this is the link. Where is it located? It's just what's the file name? CSS styles.css. Okay, alright, so that's just how you can add styles to your website using what we call external style sheet. Okay, now let's try to discuss some other things now. Those are what we call CSS fonts. CSS font. The CSS color property defines the text color. Now, like what you saw here, the CSS color, just color here, defines the text color to an HTML element. Okay, all right, the text color. Okay, we also have font family. The family properties defines the font to be used for the HTML element. Now if we have let's change this to font family. Let's put Vendana. Is it Vendana or Verdana? Verdana. Sorry, Verdana. Let's try to view if it's gonna change. Wow, it actually changed. I got it right this time around. Okay, now look at just that. So the fonts family properties defines the font to be used for the HTML element. Now also what we call font size. I showed you guys this when we were talking about styles in my previous tutorials. Now the font size property defines the text size to be used for the element. Now if we have in the size here, we can use pixel, we can also use percentage. Now if we use 100%, it's gonna be the default size, font size for that document, for that text. Okay, now let's try to increase that to probably 150 or 180. Now you see the font is gonna increase. Okay, right, you've seen that, so that's just cool. Okay, so we've talked about CSS fonts, font size, font family, and colors of fonts, and we also talk about inline and external style sheeting. So now let's talk about what we call the CSS box model. CSS box model. So I still have like 3 minutes for this video, so I might, if I'm not done with this CSS, yeah, I'm still gonna extend it to another video. Okay, now every HTML element has a box around it, even if you cannot see it. Now this HTML, this element, this tag here, p paragraph, it has a box that surrounds it. It's inside the box. Okay, it's inside the box. Okay, now we can just see that. Let's see what we're trying to talk about. Now let's create what we call border around our box. Now let's just write border. Now 1 pixel, solid black. Now you're gonna see that there's a box that surrounds it. Okay, you've seen that now. So from here to here, now we are gonna use this to illustrate some kind of to show some kind of things we can do with this box. Okay, now in this box, now there's what we call padding. Now the padding property defines the padding, the space inside the border. Now we have border here, we have this border that surrounds this. Now if you want to increase the border line to 2 pixel, let's try to use, instead of solid, let's use dotted. It's been long I did CSS anyway. Wow, whatever. Okay, sorry. Okay, you seen this, we have dotted line, it's not solid anymore. Okay, now there is the, let's reduce this font size, let's say 120. Okay, now whatever, let's take it back. I like that big font. Okay, probably let's end this video here and move to the next one because of time. I don't want it to be too long, so we are gonna continue from here. Okay, all right, now see you in the next video.